Hey coin enthusiasts! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're exploring the top 3 ultra-rare and valuable state quarters, with unique errors that make them prized by collectors. These coins aren't just money, they're pieces of history. Let's dive into what makes these coins so special and sought after. Let's kick things off with one of the most intriguing state quarters, the 1999 Georgia State Quarter. This coin stands out not just for its design but because of a unique error that makes it a collector's dream. In 1999, the U.S. Mint was conducting some experiments with new metal alloys for coins. As part of this process, a small batch of Georgia quarters was mistakenly struck on an experimental planchet. Now, what exactly is an experimental planchet? Well, a planchet is just the technical term for a blank coin before it's stamped with its design. Normally, these are made from a specific mixture of metals, but for this batch, the metal wasn't quite right. As a result, the Georgia quarters struck on these experimental planchets are different from the rest. They are noticeably thicker and have a much more unique color. Instead of the usual copper appearance, these coins often have a golden or even a greenish tint, which makes them stand out. If you've ever seen a Sacagawea dollar, you might recognize a similar hue. In addition to the color difference, these coins lack the usual copper stripe that runs along the edge of most quarters. So why does this make the coin valuable? Well, for collectors, error coins like these are a gold mine. They're rare, and rarity drives value. These unusual characteristics make the 1999 Georgia State Quarter highly sought after. While a regular quarter from 1999 is worth just 25 cents, a Georgia quarter with the experimental planchet error can fetch as much as $10,000. Yes, you heard that right. Some specimens have been sold for this high price at auctions and through private sales, depending on their condition. Now, you might be wondering, how can I tell if I have one of these valuable coins? It's not always easy to spot, but some key features will help. First, check the color. If your quarter looks more golden or greenish than typical, you could be holding something special. You'll also notice that the coin feels thicker and heavier than your average quarter. If you think you've got one of these rare quarters, it's definitely worth getting it professionally authenticated by a numismatist or coin dealer. Authentication ensures you're getting the value you deserve. In conclusion, the 1999 Georgia State Quarter is a perfect example of how a small mistake or experiment during minting can result in a coin that's not only historically significant but also incredibly valuable. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, keep an eye out for these rare error coins. They could make you a lot more than just pocket change. Next up on our list is the 1999 Connecticut State Quarter, and this one is pretty special due to a unique error called the die chip. If you're unfamiliar with what a die chip is, let's break it down for you. In the minting process, coins are struck by large, engraved dies. These dies imprint the design onto the blank planchet, turning it into a coin. However, sometimes things don't go perfectly, and small parts of the die can break off over time due to wear and tear. When that happens, a die chip forms. Essentially, a tiny piece of the die is missing, and it leaves a raised bump or imperfection on the coin's surface. For the 1999 Connecticut State Quarter, this die chip is often found on the reverse side, near the base of the tree. The tree design is a prominent feature of the Connecticut Quarter, and if you look closely, you might spot this small but noticeable flaw. It's easy to miss unless you know what you're looking for, but when you find one, it's a real treasure. Now, why does this die chip error matter so much? Well, for coin collectors, errors like this are highly sought after. Even though the die chip is a tiny flaw, it's something that makes the coin unique. Error coins like this are valued not only because they're rare but because they're one-of-a-kind pieces of history. And for some collectors, having a coin with this error means owning something that most people won't even realize exists. When it comes to the value of these error coins, the condition and visibility of the die chip play a huge role in determining how much it's worth. A die chip that's easily noticeable and well-defined will generally fetch a higher price than one that's faint or hard to spot. In some cases, the value of a 1999 Connecticut state quarter with a die chip error can reach up to $9,000, especially if it's in excellent condition. Of course, it depends on demand, the specific coin, and how much collectors are willing to pay. If you think you might have one of these rare error coins, it's worth examining it carefully. Look closely at the reverse side, especially around the base of the tree. If you see a raised bump or what looks like a small chip, you could have a valuable coin on your hands. Of course, it's always a good idea to have any suspected error coins authenticated by a professional, just to be sure. Now, let's talk about another rare and highly valuable state quarter, the 1999 Pennsylvania state quarter. This one stands out for its double die error, a fascinating mistake that happens during the minting process and results in a coin with a doubled image. It's a rare occurrence, and for collectors, finding one of these error coins can be incredibly rewarding. So, what exactly is a double die error? To understand this, you need to know how coins are made. Coins are struck by dies, which are engraved with the design that's stamped onto the blank metal planchets. In a normal minting process, the die strikes the planchet once, and that's how the design appears. However, if the die is misaligned or doesn't hit the planchet in the right spot, it can leave an impression multiple times, creating a doubled image. In the case of the 1999 Pennsylvania state quarter, the doubling is most noticeable on the word Penn in Penn's Woods on the reverse side of the coin. The letters appear doubled, making the word look blurry or distorted. This is what makes the coin stand out to collectors, as it's not something you'd typically see on a standard quarter. The more visible the doubling is, the more valuable the coin becomes. Double die errors are rare, and that rarity is a big reason why these coins are so highly coveted. The 1999 Pennsylvania state quarter with this error can fetch impressive prices, with some specimens selling for around $10,200. Of course, the value depends on how pronounced the doubling is and the overall condition of the coin. The clearer the doubling, the more valuable the coin is. Coins that show more pronounced signs of the error, like bold doubling in the letters, tend to attract higher bids at auctions and from collectors. If you're hoping to find one of these rare error coins, it's important to carefully inspect your quarters. The doubling on the word Penn should be noticeable, especially under magnification. However, it's not always easy to spot the error with the naked eye, so it's worth taking a closer look if you think you found something unusual. If you believe you have a double die error coin, it's a good idea to have it authenticated by a professional to ensure its value. Double die error coins like the 1999 Pennsylvania state quarter are a prime example of how small, unintentional mistakes in the minting process can lead to significant value. Collectors love these rare errors because they add an extra layer of uniqueness to their collections. Finding one of these coins can be a thrilling experience, especially when you realize the potential value. In conclusion, the world of state quarter-dollar coins is rich with history and intrigue. Coins like the 1999 Georgia, 1999 Connecticut, and 1999 Pennsylvania state quarters, with their unique errors, offer a glimpse into the complexities of coin production and the fascinating world of numismatics. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer, understanding these rare and valuable coins can enhance your appreciation for the art and science of coinage. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the top 3 most valuable and ultra-rare state quarter-dollar coins. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more insights into the world of numismatics. Happy collecting!